In the last video, we installed MySQL Server and MySQL Workbench. If you haven't installed it yet, you can find the link in the description below. Today, we will learn how to create a database, how to create a table. Let's get started. Before that, just one quick thing. A database is a collection of related data. A table is a part of the database that stores specific data in rows and columns. For example, let me show you a simple table on the screen. This is the students table. ID, name, course are three columns. Each row is one student's record. Now, open MySQL Workbench. To open MySQL Workbench, you have to go to the Start menu and just type here MySQL Workbench. Then you will see this on the on the menu list. So and MySQL Workbench is loaded. Then you will have to click on this. Yes, after you click on this, you will be seeing this, interface. So where you have to type the password. So you have to type the password that you have given during the installation. So in my case, I have given root123 as the password and click OK. Continue anyway. Now MySQL server is connected with the help of MySQL Workbench. Okay. Now we need to create a database, right? So now how do we create a database? So now once this is opened, what you can do is you have to just write the query here. Write the query here. Create means you have to just write the command here. Create. To create a database, we have to use this create and just write create database, right? Because we need to create a database, so you have to just write create database. So what is the database that we want to create? Let me create a database called school. So create database school, give a semicolon. Yes, and you can just select this, or you can just click on this third lightning icon here on the third. Yes, so click here, and after you click this, you can see that you can see this message, create database school, and there is a green tick. So this is the output that you have seen here at the bottom. So this means when you see this green symbol, that means a database has been created. But where is my database? I can't see it here. Now for that, what you should do is you have to just click on this refresh icon. Do you see on the right hand side near the schemas? Yes, click on this refresh icon or refresh symbol. Now you can, when I click on this, now you can see that school database is created. Okay, so right now there is no table here, we have just created a database. Now after that, what you can do is, now we need to select this database, right? Because we need to create tables inside this database school. So for that, you need to write this command called use, and you have to just write here school, right? The school is the name of the database, so you have to just write use and the name of the database. So select this. Why? Because I have now two commands, but I want to execute this command. So you have to just double click here, and you need to select this. Then you have to just click on this lightning icon, right, which is used for executing the command, right, in SQL. So click on this. Now you can see that the moment I have executed this, what happens is it has come here. Now it is using the school database, right? Now all the tables that you create will go inside this school database. Okay, and right now here I have one tables here, right? So right now there are no tables. Now I want to create a table, right? So for that we need to use a command, right? So now to create a table, or what we can do is we have to write the command, right? So we'll just write a command here. So to create a table also, we have to use this create command, right? And you have to just write create table. Okay, always whenever you want to create any table, you have to use this create table. And what is the name of the table that you want to give? Let's say I want to give a table name as students. Yes, students is my table name, right? Then you have to give here parenthesis, right? This is the syntax. Okay, that you need to follow. Now I want to have actually here, let's say I want to have two columns here, right? One is ID, right? ID of the student, right? So now what I'll do is I'll just write here ID. Yes, ID. Then this is what? This is the column name, right? Column name of the student. Now I want to make it integer. So you have to just give here int. Okay, int is the name of the so int is the data type of this column, int, right? So it's a number, so we'll give it int here, right? Then I will have something called here name. So this name is no, I'll just give a student name. Okay, that makes more sense. I write student underscore name. This is the name of the column that I want to give to this table, right? I want to insert a column. I mean, I want to have a column called student name. Now, what should be the data type of the student name column? Okay, it is actually a text. It is actually a string. So in SQL, if anything is text or string, we can use something called varchar, right? Varchar is the data type. So now you can just check here varchar. Now I am seeing this, varchar. It automatically comes, okay, when you type varchar, and I can give the size of this, student name column as 50. You can give any size that you want, okay, but this size is basically the number of characters in the student name. So we will just assume that, the maximum character of the student name column can be, 50. Okay, you can give 60 or 30, it is up to you. Then close the parenthesis. Yes, then you have to give a semicolon here. Now I want to now execute this command. So to execute this command, I have to just select this, why? Because there are three commands here. So I cannot just click on this lightning symbol. Why? Because there are three commands. So if you click on this, all the three will be executed together. I don't want that to happen, right? So what I'll do is I'll just select this third command and click on this lightning symbol. Yes, now let's see what happens. I'll just create this. Okay, remember the syntax for the table creation. Now click on this, and you see that at the bottom, okay, it says that create table, okay, rows affected. Yes, so that means if you see a green icon like this, okay, can you see this green? Yeah, so that means the command has been successfully, executed, and there is no error now. Okay, now how about this table? Now this table is already created. Now how do I see this table? To see that, you have to just right click here, and you have to just right click on this sorry, just click on this tables. Yes, and you have to just right click and refresh all. Yes, now I'll refresh all. Now can you see here, when I click on refresh all, now there is an arrow mark here. That means now the table has been created. Again you click on the table. Now you can see that, the students table has been created. Okay, now let's say that, I want to see this table, right? So now right now there is no data in the students table, right? So what I can do is I can just right click here and select rows. Okay, now you can see here, now if I click on that, now it says only, it displays only the column name id, and id is the column name and student name is the column name, right? So now there is no data inserted in this table, right? So now in the next video, okay, we will insert data into this table. So today we learned what is database and table, how to create a database, and how to create a table. Now, if you have liked and understood the concept, please like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any updates. And I have a Python playlist also, and I'll be uploading many, concepts related to SQL. So subscribe to my channel. Thank you.